tell me orally.
My questions before the brief still stand.
Yes.
Why am I not able to have a judge residing for this matter when I was notified a judge would be residing? I understand that you're saying there's some procedural process, but procedural process also has to do with notifying all the parties. That's why I'm here with all these ridiculous copies for every person here, because I've done my burden, but it seems that no one else has met with their burdens. Why am I not able to have a judge residing in this case?
Ms. Gross, I have been reassigned to this department, so I now preside over this assignment.
Okay, so
Please, we're gonna do this one at a time. Nobody wants to be heard, right? So, I was informed that you found out, indicated that you will not receive any help or special treatment from the court. So I will not be providing any help, any answers to any questions, or any special treatment from the court. Will you, yes or no, will you agree to have me preside over this case?
if you are going to reside in this case, I hope you're going to be respecting state and federal mandates above county rules or ordinances or beliefs.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. All right, so, this case has been reassigned to me. Ms. Gross has not objected. You understand that this is.
I have not objected. What do you mean? Did you not
said
get
yes
my
or no?
Did you not get my objection motion that was submitted? Is this not on? There we go. Hello? Did you not get my objection to motion that was filed?
The objection was to me, the question and the statement that I was stating, Ms. Gross, is if you are agreeing to have me as a commissioner hear the case. So, yes or no?
As I said before, if you are going to respect state and federal mandates over county laws and premises and beliefs, then you may preside as the commissioner of this case. If you are going to respect the Constitution and adhere to state and federal, which are supreme over county. So, are you capable of doing that, Commissioner?
Ms. Gross,
You want to get a yes or no from me, and I'm asking you a question. Is that not proper?
Ms. Gross, I am not answering your questions, and I will also remind you that if you engage in serious misconduct or obstruct the conduct and progress of these proceedings, you will lose the right to represent yourself. Yes or no, will you agree to have me preside over this case?
A judge and an administrator cannot cite someone for contempt of court. It's coercion and intimidation, and in violation of the United States Title 42, Section 12203. So if you're telling me that participating in my hearing is somehow obstructing this hearing, I don't understand how that is. The only thing I've asked is for them to prove jurisdiction. I'm saying if you're residing over this case, you have my permission if you're going to follow state and federal mandates over county laws and premises.
Okay.
So I've given my acknowledgement to your question to the fullest extent of my ability that I'm willing to on the record.
I will take that as a yes, that she is consenting to, Commissioner hearing this case. Ms. Gross, I will just remind you that you delay.
Can you define what delay and destruct means? Obstruct? Sorry.
Okay, the court will not be answering questions from you, Ms. Gross.
Can you not defamate my character on the record then and say that I am behaving in an improper way when you cannot define what I'm doing that's improper? I'm merely sitting here waiting for the county council to prove jurisdiction, and I have my evidence and my submission IDs that I've submitted to the court. Everybody has all this documentation that I have in paperwork here today. Everybody's gotten it virtually. So I don't understand. If you can't tell me what I'm doing that is obstructing this hearing, you shouldn't be able to say that I'm obstructing this hearing on the record and defamate my character.
All right, we're gonna continue on. Mr. Devane is representing county council, and then on behalf of Mother, appearances? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, Miss Gross. Sorry, I apologize. Miss Gross is representing herself on behalf of father.
Nicole Anderson, especially appearing on behalf of the father's whereabouts are unknown.
All right, and behalf of child.
Maria Solis on behalf of the child.
And these hearings today pertain to Zena, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right.
Objection, they pertain to both children. Bulva and Willoughby is the name on every case file, every document that has been mailed to me by this court. Bulva and Willoughby. My children are Zena True Bulva and Loki Rain Ross Willoughby. So both last names reflect each child individually and should be represented as such on the record.
Thank you. And at this point, I believe we are in the middle of a .21E6.
Objection, jurisdiction still needs to be proven no matter what point we are in this case. County council still needs to prove jurisdiction before we proceed in any matters that are heard on the record. I need to know what I am defending myself from.
The objection is overruled.
How is it overruled? How is it overruled, Commissioner?
Please do not interrupt me. That is delaying these proceedings.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So, and Ms. Gross, if you continue to interrupt, you will not.
Okay,
be
define
allowed
it
to
as you
represent
will,
yourself.
Commissioner, but this is an obstruction of justice if you continue to defamate my character for participating in my hearing and demanding that he prove jurisdiction before this court continues. Why is that an unreasonable request, and why is that improper behavior of me to request?
Mr. Devane, continue with where we're at this hearing.
Correct, Your Honor, yes. We are in the middle of a .21E 6-month contested hearing. We also set concurrent the 21F hearing that was contested as well. That one technically...
Objection 21F, can you define what that means, please?
Your objection is overruled.
Can you please define? I have a right to know what this legalese means on the record, and if I'm not knowledgeable of what he's saying, I cannot properly defend myself. So can you please explain what you are referring to,
Ms. Gross,
Mr. Devane?
Ms. Gross, no one in this courtroom is going to give you help or special treatment.
So I'm not able to be knowledgeable of what he's claiming. This is okay.
Ms. Gross,
Okay.
Ms. Gross, you want to represent yourself.
Okay.
Wait, is it true that you want to represent yourself?
Is it true that we are not continuing this hearing until he proves jurisdiction? I don't understand why he's able to recount dates and calendars and that he's contested this hearing. This 6-month hearing was in January. It is now September, almost October. This case plan that they made me do was completed over a year ago, and I have submitted documentation to show not only am I innocent of child abuse, neglect, or abandonment, but I did everything that the caseworker asked me to do. Now, can you please prove to me that they have a bona fide warrant to detain my daughter in foster care another day longer? Can you please show me that bona fide warrant, or that I'm somehow held accountable to a contract, that I need to perform certain worthiness to this social worker? I'm not able to ever see my children, and because of what? What is the jurisdiction, Mr. Devane? Why does this court allow the social worker to detain my daughter in foster care?
Ms. Gross,
Why is that allowed?
Ms. Gross, if you do not stop interrupting the court, I will not allow you to represent yourself. So, this is your warning, Ms. Gross. Please stop interrupting the court. Mr. Devane, my understanding, I was told that there was the testimony taken in regards to both the .21E and the .21F hearing?
It was not, Your Honor. The testimony was taken during the contested 6-month 21E hearing. I believe Mr. Valenzuela was on the stand for 2 days, and then Mr. Vincent Davis, at that time representing mother, called the child to the stand. She testified as well. We were in the middle of that hearing. Some continuances happened, so that contested 6-month hearing is ongoing, and we were also going concurrently to do the 12-month .21F hearing.
All right, so I did not obviously witness the testimony of those two witnesses.
Excuse me,
Why are you interrupting, Ms. Gross?
because he is still lacked to prove jurisdiction. Just because he's recounting the last hearings, he's still not answering the challenge of jurisdiction. It's being subsided and passed over.
That's not gonna be addressed.
Why wouldn't, excuse me, why are you not allowing jurisdiction to be challenged in a court of law?
Ms. Gross, this is your last warning.
Why are you not
Okay,
allowing,
I'm relieving,
what do you mean you're relieving?
I'm
What?
not allowing.
You're not,
Present yourself because of consistent and.
excuse me, you don't have that authority. You do not have that authority. You do not. And if I need to take this to the marshals and to the federal courts, I will. Excuse me, do I need to get up because this officer is pulling my chair right now and I feel like I don't understand why.
I need you to sit in the back. You're no longer at the table.
I'm sorry, I don't understand why I'm being talked to by two different people, but the
Your Honor, may we
sheriff
take
is.
a recess?
I don't. A recess for what? The court is going to
Sit
close
in
soon.
the back, ma'am.
Why are you giving judicial authority to restrict my daughter from coming home when this court can't even prove jurisdiction?
Okay, now, you're no longer a part of this case as far as the attorneys go, so
What are
you
you
sit in the back.
talking about?
You're not going to be sitting at council table. Collect
in the
all your
back.
things and have a seat in the back
No.
for right now.
Give me that paper that I was supposed to force to be signed. I need to file it with my next filings to the Grand Marshal and the federal state courts. Can I
Sit in the
please have
back.
that? I will leave.
You
Can
will
I
leave
please
now.
why are you
Now.
Why are you
I'm not
yelling
asking
at
anymore.
me?
I'm not asking anymore.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you're not listening.
Because I'm not listening, you have the authority to scream at me?
I have the authority to talk. And I'm talking to you.
You're talking.
You are
Is that
talking
what you're
over
doing?
everybody. So
Wow.
I am getting louder so that you can hear me.
Wow.
So go in the back and sit down.
Why do you think that you are able to speak to me
Why
like
are
that?
you able to talk over everyone?
Excuse me, I'm not talking over anybody. I talked when I was able to talk.
No,
I'm
you
able to
weren't.
object.
Just like right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
asking you to step in the back.
But you're
You
at-
either step in the back or you step out.
I just don't understand why, as a man, you think it's okay.
It has nothing to
come...
do with my
no,
sex.
it doesn't.
Okay, then I'll tell you. Go sit in the back.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But I just don't understand why, as officers,
You're no longer
you're
a
yelling
part
at
of this
me
case.
because
Sit in the back.
I'm
Because you
not-
won't listen. You won't listen. You
because-
keep talking over everybody.
And you have the right to tell me to listen
I
to
have
you.
the
Am I
right
breaking
to
a
make
law?
sure that you understand that you are now sitting in the back.
Because I'm now sitting in the back.
Sit
You
in the-
have
you can sit in the back,
sit in the
or
back.
you can be taken outside.
So you're gonna forcibly remove me because I'm asking you to calm down.
I'm asking you to
You're-
step back.
Okay, well, I will step back. Can you
Now.
well, I will collect my things. I'm not gonna leave my stuff because
Then do
you're
it. Stop talking and do it.
well, I feel really
You don't need to. Stop
I
talking,
don't
collect your
need
things,
to.
and go stand in the back.
Can everyone step outside? I need you to record this.
It's already on.
I'm glad it's on. I hope it is on
Collect
because
your things and go sit in the back. Now.
yeah, I will.
With some urgency, ma'am. This is a judge. You not realize that? She has other things to take care of today as well. You're not the only case on the
I'm
docket
sorry,
today.
she's actually a commissioner and I'm the only case on the docket
Can
today.
you go sit in the back now?
You can prove otherwise if I'm not the only case. I've actually been the only person here since 1:30. But if you'd like to prove that there's other people waiting, I would love to see that docket. We can go like this. Let's see. You could stand there and be aggressive, but you can't get the door for a person with stuff in her hand? No, we're not going anywhere. We're waiting. We're waiting.